process. I find it really relaxing, and it takes time, some work, and I usually check what kind of colors I will need most probably, put them out, but that might change a little bit throughout the process. What I want to make sure of is that the edges of the paper are not seen, or at least as little as possible. You really have to get close to it to see that there is a paper on it and there is edges on it. So I continue blending for quite a while. I layer a lot and continue doing that until I'm happy. I continue with the process of blending to finish up the whole image, and I am happy with it. Make sure to dry your layers in between, because if you add colors and it's still wet underneath, it can get muddy very quickly. Just adding a few details into the grey part. I still have to do the bottom of this bird of Nana's pearls and apply some reds and blacks and more grey. This is what I'm going to do. It's just hard to know when to stop. I love creating layers, I love creating depth, and comes a moment where I have to tell myself, now stop it there and just continue with the work. I'm not just sure yet where I want to go with this heat, so I just gave it a dark coat, but as soon as the dark coat was dry, I knew this was not the look I was going for, because it was looking far too boring, far too moody. I don't know, it just wasn't what I liked. And whilst I was still thinking of what I'm going to do with the seat, I thought that the backing also needed a bit more of pizzazz and not just a grey background. So I took a stencil and I did some stenciling. I took dark and also some highlight, so you could see the stencil at the back. So the colors I used for the seating, I had decided that I wanted it to look like kind of an old leather, but a reddish leather look. So out came different shades of red and also some yellow, and I applied those colors and then dabbed them off again, so the black underneath was was also visible, and it created a lot of depth and different structures and textures. I thought there was something missing on the seat, so I just added a little border and used the same stencil as I used for the back seat. I finished the layering, and this is what it looks like at the moment. And now it's time to seal the piece, and for that I use wax. I love using wax even for a seating like this. I put clear wax first because it gives me more control, as I am going to use black wax in certain areas afterwards, and clear wax acts as an eraser when you put dark wax, be it black or be it brown, and you want to erase something. This works only if you have put a coat of clear wax on top of your piece first. I like using a sponge if I have bigger areas, so much easier. Others might use a brush, a wax brush, whatever. You can use a cloth. I like using sponges. Apply a nice amount of wax everywhere. Don't overdo it though, don't put too much. And then you take a lint-free cloth and you wipe off the excess. And then you can start with the black or the browning wax. Here I'm using black wax, and I'm using a brush this time to apply it. I'm not going to apply it everywhere, but in different areas, because I want the seating to look like old leather. And I was thinking of different areas where it might have been really old looking because of the use that it had. And again, once you've finished waxing, then take a lint-free cloth and take off as much or as little as you would like, and then let the piece dry.